rapid tournament, and
and it's always very exciting to watch for rapid tournaments, especially for Blitz tournament. And maybe it will be interesting to watch for blind gates. Of course, it will be very interesting. A lot of mistakes.
Yes.
Maybe not this level, because these guys we can see about or we can imagine it in mind. But okay, there are much more mistakes than in usual games.
Yes. So let's watch their game.
What's happening? Why is he thinking so much? Maybe he doesn't know how to play here, or he's trying to find new ideas in this position. What do you think about it?
I believe they both prepare a lot in this opening before the game, but of course not just for this round and for their future tournaments. Maybe they want to find something new in such a rapid game.
Okay, let's tell some words about women competition. Okay, we see that the sole leader Alexandra Kostyanyuk, former world champion from Russia, and by the way, she's an ambassador of Sport Accord World Mind Games here. Okay, she's a sole leader. The fifth round she beat Ekaterina Lagno, playing white. And okay, I believe she can't feel very comfortable because there are a lot of girls who is trying to catch her. Do you know how Hou Yifan and Zhu Wenjun played?
Yeah, I know the game finally ended in draw, but Hou Yifan has a huge advantage during all game, but she didn't manage to win that game.
So it was a draw.
Yeah, it's draw. So Zhu Wenjun standing in the second place still.
But anyway, Zhu Wenjun, she's 1 point behind Alexandra Kostyanyuk, and there will be 2 rounds more. So Alexandra must be very careful. Okay, what do you think? Will it be enough for her to make 2 draws to win the tournament?
I believe if Alexander successfully make 2 draws, she will be the champion.
I'm not sure because okay.
But
But we know she's very aggressive, Alexandra Kostyanyuk, in chess. I mean, so she will not try to make just stupid draws. She will try to win all the games. I'm sure of it. Okay, so what's happening to our chessboard? We still can't see it. Now we can see it, unfortunately. So okay, you can look for our clocks. Yeah, Van Hou wasted just 4 minutes for this position, and Karyakin he's still thinking. Yeah, I don't know about what, but he wasted already 11 minutes. Okay, but here he showed that he's playing a very good chess in time trouble situation. So we are not worrying about him. Okay. Tell me please.
Everything you say will be recorded. So you need to, if you want this pass offline, you need to leave. You need to leave the mic, okay? Because we don't have enough the press box.
But can I please?
So you want to adjust and take the audio. So for this, you need to ask for somebody else.
Also about what? Yes, I already asked the guy Kukayev. He says he has no chance to solve in a few minutes. So we just okay.
Yes. Okay, hello chess world, dear chess friends. We are continuing our report about the game Sergei Karyakin against Wang Hao from China. Wang Hao still is the leader of the tournament. He scored 4 points from 5 games. And there will be 2 rounds more. And this is the 6th round, and it will be 7th round again. And after that we will know the name of the champion of Sport Accord World Mind Games. So, finally, in few minutes we will have a possibility to see what's happening on the chessboard. I hope so, by the way. So, what do you think about this position, Gu? The computer tells us that it's much better for white. I don't know why, because it's okay. It's traditional situation for Caro-Kann.
Yes, it's normal for the computer thinks white has a big advantage in the opening because white will ever have 1 move more. But I believe in Karyakin's opening, he chose this one. There must be some reason for it.
So what's the main idea of Karyakin? To play h3, g4, for example. Okay, let's look. We have a chessboard on our TV translation. It's very nice. So what do you think about the main ideas of Karyakin? Maybe he need to play b3 in one moment. Maybe he need to attack on h3, g4.
I believe he has to play b5 and push his pawn in the queen side because that's his chance to play this game. And Wang Hao will play h3, g4, something like this, to push his pawn in king side.
Who played h3, g4?
Wang Hao.
h6, g5 you mean, yep?
No.
Because Wang Hao he's black.
Oh.
Everything is okay, everything is okay, it was just slight mistake. So h3, g4, it looks logical, very logical and very smart plan. h3, g4, after that maybe king knight e1 or something like this, okay. So, but anyway, it's very complicated game, and I'm sure everything will we will know the result not in the beginning of this game. It will be a very long game and very complicated game. Sure of it. By the way, it's I want to mention that the first days of Sport Accord World Mind Games, the weather in Beijing was too cold. Yeah, it was -1, and now it's +8, and it's very pleasant to go for a walk. And for example, last day I saw a lot of chess players who was walking in Beijing. Yeah, we went to some bars, restaurants. They just relaxed a little bit because sometimes they are tired of playing too much, playing the whole day. Of course, they need just to relax a little. Some of them asked me about swimming pool and some kind of badminton here, or maybe snooker, where it's possible to play here. So
yes, you have many activities in Beijing, of course. Okay, now let's get back to
Beijing is a great town. I'm the first time here, and I'm absolutely. It's absolutely fantastic town. You need to be here, guys.
So
Sooner or later, of course.
So, do you like Chinese food?
Okay, sometimes. Sometimes it's brilliant, sometimes not. But okay, it's great food, of course.
Okay, let's get back to the chessboard. Oh, I just made a mistake before. I saw the Wang Hao was white and the Karyakin was the black.
Okay, because you support Wang Hao and you like him to win, I think.
But
Is it true?
But now, if Wang Hao is black, that I can say, hey, prepare a lot Caro-Kann this opening, so it can make sense to it. And what I said before is black to have to push his queen size pawn, and white has to push his king size pawn. And the game just like what I thought. Wang Hao played a6 and b5.
And Karyakin played h3 and g4.
Yeah.
By the way, to my opinion, no, he didn't play h3. He played just g4.
G4,
as I think,
yes,
yeah.
more aggressive.
Yeah, we can see it on chessboard because there is an interruption in translation, maybe some bug, but okay. Anyway, Wang Hao, he's thinking about his position. Yeah, but the plan is obvious: a5 before and to continue to attack queen's side of board. And the plan of Karakin is obvious too: to play f5 in some moment and try to kill the king of to find a king of black in some way.
This game is will be very complicated because they're attacking in different sides, and it happens in time to time in chess game.
So let's continue. Let's talk a little about women competition because we didn't cover it still. Okay, we know that Kostyanyuk is the leader. You like her, by the way.
Yes, I like her, but
Who's your favorite?
of course, my favorite is Chinese.
Who?
Zhu Wenjun is my best friend, so I hope her can play better in the last 2 rounds.
Okay, I met Zhu Wenjun in Nalchik. It was Grand Prix, the tournament of Grand Prix Syria. It happened 2 months ago. Okay, I think she's brilliant. Yeah, she explained me how to play a female Chinese game. I don't know how you call it. How you call this game when you have to write a word on a piece of paper?
That's what we play very often in China. When we play China tournament together, and after games we have found something very funny to relax. So we play the game. The game is called catch the.
Could you please explain the rules just in some words?
Everybody sit there, and everyone has the note.
Yeah.
There is a different kind of thing in the note, and most of players got the same thing, and two of players got another thing. So the job for everyone is to find who is the it's the different thing.
The spy, yeah?
Yes, called catch the ghost.
Okay. So this way chess players relax after the difficult tournament.
Yes.
I saw it by myself, and it's okay. And let's continue to talk about Zhu Wenjun. She's a really brilliant person. I like her very much. By the way, I like very much the world champion Hou Yifan. Okay,
Yes.
she's young, but she's very polite and very smart.
Hou Yifan, actually Hou Yifan was the same city, same town with me. So when she was very young, so I knew her. I play against her like
Of course you won that time because you won.
play like funny because she is kids, and I play against the many kids in same time. But she was the best of them. I can tell that when she was very
Now
young.
she's
yeah.
the best in the world.
Yes.
In the whole world.
Yeah.
Okay, I like to mention about Antonetta Stefanova. Okay, she's a really brilliant person too. She's very smart. She's a former world champion. But this tournament is not. She's not really lucky on this tournament. She won 1 game and lost 1 game, and maybe she can't. She can't win it right now. But okay, there will be 2 tournaments more. And I think she will show her best during it. I like to tell some words about Victoria Chmielyti. She's really a brilliant person. She's from Lithuania, but this tournament is not very successful for her too.
Yes, that's chess. Chess is sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And Chmielyti was the last European champion.
Yeah.
So
European champion.
so this time she
A lot
she
of chess
could
players
lose.
just dream about it.
Yeah.
What can I say about men competition? Who is your favorite? Okay, Wang Hao, Wang Yue. Who else?
No, my favorite players here is Kamsky Gata.
Kamsky,
Yes,
Gata Kamsky.
yes.
Gata Kamsky from United States. Why?
Because we knew Gata Kamsky quit in chess many years when he was one of the best players, and he says he doesn't want to play chess and quit. And after many years, he back and got the world champion. After 2 years, I think he is talented, and he did a very hard working in chess.
Yeah, and he's a very good-looking guy, so that's why you like him too. Yes, is it true?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look for chessboard and let's try to evaluate the position. The computer program believes that it's slightly better for black. I don't know why, by the way.
By the way, it's good news for me.
Yeah, of course, it's a good news for you. But okay, so if you will support Wang Hao, I have to support Sergei Karyakin because he is from Russia. I'm from Russia too, so he's my compatriot. But anyway, she's a good guy.
Yeah.
So, what's the best move here? It's time for Wang Hao to decide something.
We can see the video. Wang Hao looks little bit nervous. You agree? No?
Little bit nervous, okay. The first prize of this competition is about, as I remember, 8,000 euros or 6,000 euros. So it's a great money and everybody likes to take it.
As well as Karyakin. Karyakin looks very serious, but I can say besides chess, he's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
But in chess, he's a very serious guy.
Mm.
I never see he smile during his games, but for Wang Hao, every time when I play China League together and when we watch his game, he always do some
smile.
Some funny face to
Funny
us.
face,
Yes.
yes. Mhm.
When especially when he feel he's better and he got advantage, he will smile to everyone who watch his game.
I'd like to mention one thing. Maybe 2 years ago, it was sometimes difficult to communicate with Chinese chess players because, okay, they were funny, they were smart, they were funny, they were smart, but they just didn't know English. Yeah, but now we learned it. All of them, they improved it, and it's true. Yeah, and now we can speak to Gu or to Wang Hao and Wang Yu, yeah, and they're excellent in it. So, okay, the evaluation is of computer is the same. It's slight advantage for black. Maybe it's because it's really difficult for Sergei to play f5 because okay, we know why. So let's look for clocks. Wang Hao, he still have an advantage in time. He still has 14 minutes, and Sergei Karyakin, he has 9 minutes. And okay, of course he's not in a hurry because 9 minutes it's more than enough for so experienced chess player to do the best moves. And don't forget about adding 10 seconds after each move. So there are a lot of things you need to think in this position because, okay, the idea is the same, to play f5, but it's really difficult to do it because black tried to defend this f5 square. Okay, he's playing f5 now. Okay. We have to back our board.
So let's see something about Wang Hao. Wang Hao is personally a nice guy, but sometimes he's just little bit different, stranger of others in China.
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Stranger, for example, he says he doesn't like play chess.
What?
Yeah, he prefer to stay in his university. Oh, by the way, he's studying in university from last year, and he said many times he enjoyed a lot, even more than in chess world. And besides tournament, he stay in university instead of our chess center. Just stay there training by himself. From my opinion, he has no second in his training.
Is he really popular in China? Okay, for example, if I open the newspaper, can I find his interviews or photos or something like this?
Yes. Yeah, we can find a lot of his interviews, but I think for interview it's okay. He will say he loves chess. But he did love. Otherwise, he cannot play such strong chess. But for example, Wang Yue and Li Chao, we know is also famous GMs from China, and they both over 2,700 rating, but they're training much harder than Wang Hao.
Are they popular in China comparing with guys who go in for other kind of sports? Okay, which sport is the most popular now in China?
In China, most popular, I think it's football, still
Soccer.
football, but table tennis is
Chess
our
in top
best.
10.
Chess in top. I can say because chess is strong in China, but it's not the most popular sports. Because we have our traditional Chinese chess, for example,
this is a
and the
problem.
Go chess, so we have a very strong competitor. I think the table tennis is the best in China because we got almost all champion. There's no chance for others.
Table tennis, yeah. As far as I know, top 10 of any world rating list is mostly people from China, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe Samsonov is still from Belarus, and
Yeah,
that's all.
Russia
Okay.
and German. But anyway, we are doing.
Which age it's better to go in for chess? Yeah. When did you start to study it?
Me?
Yep.
I started chess from my age 6, which is my father liked chess very much. But he wanted to teach me Go chess first, and I'm not interested. I was not interested at all in Go chess, and I chose chess because you can see we have a very interesting pieces, and and I like to attack. That's the charming part of chess.
The thing is that I have a small daughter, she's 7, and so I tried to learn her chess, but okay, she still prefers dolls. I don't know why. To play dolls. So let's look for this chessboard. What's happening now? Okay, there is a big interruption in translation because I see that Karakin already played f5 and f6, but we have some problems. We can try to do it anyway. Okay. Maybe we can decide it.
Well, from the video we can see they both exchange a lot of pieces, and the position still very complicated for both sides. White has a pawn in f6, which is very powerful, but black has some attack, I think, because black control the h file, and they will control the he will control the g5, g file, and it will be dangerous for white.
I think so. By the way, Karakin, I'm sure that Karakin in top 10 of the world, but what about Wang Hao?
Yeah, Wang Hao is currently standing something around 10 or 15, at least 15, because Wang Hao is now replaced Wang Yue to be the number 1 of China.
So, the purpose of Karakin is to go to make his king safe, yeah?
Yes.
With the first aim. Otherwise, okay, he can have a lot of problems with it.
Yeah.
The aim of Wang Hao, checkmate his opponent as soon as possible, of course.
So we saw Wang Hao is thinking. So can you guess what Wang Hao is thinking? There is a question for Wang Hao. It's fighting for win or fighting for draw. If he is going to fighting for win, he must take some risk to lose. But if he can if he can win this game, I think he would be the last winner.
So I think he need to play all or nothing, yeah? Because, okay, if he wins, he has a great chance to take a first place in this rapid tournament.
Also take some risk to lose to his leader.
Now we see a board, and we know what's happening. Computers still believe that it's an advantage of black, but not so big advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It believes that the best move is rook h2 check.
Which is obviously.
And it's not really. It doesn't look really dangerous for white because no mate in 1 or 2 or 3 moves, and if I play, for example, knight
Wang Hao
f3.
sacrifice here.
What?
Wang Hao played knight.
On e5.
Yes. Knight take e5 and d takes and d4 push. That's sacrifice.
Okay, all or nothing.
So we can see Wang Hao played aggressive. He is not only sacrificed for a draw game, and he wanted to play a